Hi everyone, my name is Cesar Venegas Echegaray, and today I'm covering Chapter 7, The Era of Federal Social Services. This chapter focuses on the 1960s, a decade when the American social welfare system expanded dramatically, and the federal government took center stage in shaping programs that affect us even today. Let's start with President John F. Kennedy. His New Frontier program called for better healthcare, expanded education, and anti poverty efforts, but many of his proposals stalled because of political pushback and debates in Congress. After Kennedy's assassination, President Lyndon B. Johnson carried these ideas forward in his Great Society and War on Poverty. Under Johnson, some of the most important social programs in U.S. history were born. In 1965, Medicare and Medicaid were enacted. Medicare provided health insurance for older Americans, and Medicaid helped low income families access health care. For many people, this was the difference between medical treatment and going without it. That same year, the Elementary and Secondary Education Act was passed. For the first time, the federal government provided large scale funding to schools serving low income children. Even though challenges remained, it marked a turning point in educational equality. The Older Americans Act also passed in 1965, creating area agencies on aging that provided nutrition programs and home services and advocacy for older adults. Civil rights were another major piece of this era. The Civil Rights Act of 1964 and the Voting Rights Act of 1965 outlawed segregation and discriminatory voting practices, showing how social welfare policy and civil rights are deeply connected. Meanwhile, the Warren Court reinforced these reforms by expanding constitutional protections for racial minorities, people accused of crimes, and other vulnerable groups. So, how does this connect to the American social welfare system? This chapter highlights how social policies don't just exist on paper. They directly affect people's access to housing, healthcare, education, and civil rights. Social workers were on the front lines of these changes, helping individuals navigate new systems while also advocating for more just policies. In short, the 1960s were the era when the U.S. welfare state grew stronger, more comprehensive, and more federal. And even today, debates about Medicare and Medicaid, education, and civil rights cannot be traced back to this transformative decade. Thank you so much for listening.